Well, Luke, we're back on the road again this Saturday against Dagenham and Redbridge. What are your thoughts?
Going to be tough. Obviously, take the last two games they played against Leighton Orient and Barnet out of the equation. I think they was on a run of 8-9 undefeated, and I think they won a large amount of them. You look at Harrogate at home, Fylde at home, Orient at home, Salford on the road, and you look at them as a different entity as opposed to when we played them early on in the season at the start and in the FA Cup. They brought in the likes of Clark, Onorese, Angela Balanta, Wilkinson. So they've got 4 or 5 new personnel in their team that we haven't come up against just as yet, but we're relishing the opportunity. I feel after the performance against Barnet, especially the latter stages of the performance, I felt that we want to continue that and kick on in the game against them on Saturday.
As you mentioned, they're a team we've already faced 3 times this season. This will be the 4th, but there's a fair few new faces and it will be a different game.
Listen, we've beat them twice and drawn against them, so I'm no fool in terms of the stats when you play a team that many times in a season that is heavily against you if you've won 2 and drawn 1. But we're going there full of confidence. We've had a good Christmas period. The Maidstone performance, the Maidstone result to an extent wasn't good enough. If we'd picked up maximum points from them, we're going in there unbeaten in 7. And I feel that we've picked up a good amount of points over the Christmas period. So we're realistic in where we're at with regards to going to Dagenham. We know what we've got under the bonnet. We know what they've got now to their disposal, and they're going to want a reaction after their 2 losses. And for me, it's about doing the habits and getting us on the front foot as much as possible, and can we take the game to them.
Out of those new signings, Angela Balanta and Connor Wilkinson really have hit the ground running, haven't they?
They're 2 very, very good personnel at this level. Angela Balanta was a good servant for this football club in a short space of time. 2.5 years I had the luxury of working with Angela Balanta, and I felt that he was and is probably the best 10 at the level. I think he creates and scores goals, but I'm relishing going up against him. I know that my defensive line are going excited in terms of seeing what he has and what they can deal with and how they're going to deal with in terms of him on Saturday. And yeah, they've got a platform with the 2 of them. They want to score goals, they create for each other, and they've got a lovely little relationship. You see that in the footage I've watched over the last couple of days, and yeah, they've hit the ground running, but it's for us to deal with that. We have a good defensive unit. We have a very solid base where we try and build from, and it's for us to nullify their threat. They've also got Munns who's on form, they've got McQueen who's on form, they've got the outside centre-halves in terms of Clark and Onorese, and Goody that's obviously got a bit of experience either side of him now. So, like I said, they're a different entity, but we played Barnet over the Christmas period, we played Maidstone, Halifax, Braintree, and everyone brings their positives, everyone brings their problems to us, and we've got to deal with them. And for us, it's about getting on the front foot, it's about starting bright, and if we can do that, we're hopeful that we can have a positive result come Saturday.
How much confidence can the players take from the fact they lost just once in December, a month with a lot of fixtures in?
Yeah, I think this stat, I think we've lost 4 in the last 19 games. I think that's an unbelievable stat. That's something that I wasn't aware of until Tristan Lewis said it, and we've gone and obviously been unbeaten against Barnet. So for me, I think that's a great stat. And like you said, I wanted to go unbeaten in the turn of the year. That wasn't the case with the Maidstone defeat, but to go 1 game and you've played the likes of Orient, you've played Barnet twice, you've played Torquay, who are topping the table below, who are a National League side in my opinion, you've played Braintree, Halifax and Maidstone. I think that's a good return for our football club, and for me it's about continuing the run we're on. If we can go and be positive on Saturday and deal with any threat that they may have and exploit any weaknesses they may have, I feel that we can, like I said, have a positive result.
Fixtures do calm down a little bit now, is that a relief?
I'm looking forward to the long week next week in terms of having 3 good sessions with them. I feel that I need it. If I'm tired and I'm a little bit laboured, I think the players are. So I respect the fact that they've gone and put in shifts for me. We've done 120 minutes against Torquay. It goes back to the 15th of December. They went in and travelled on a Tuesday night to Halifax, and getting back at 3 a.m. to then face Braintree or wherever it was on the 22nd. So for me, it's nice to have a spare week with regards to really honing in on little details, trying to get a group back together and just picking up the pieces, really.
Also, we've had 1 outgoing today already in Connor Smith and another 2 incoming.
Yeah, look, I want to thank Connor Smith for his effort for his football club. If I could ask anyone, if I had a daughter, I'd want him to marry her, because I think he's absolutely an unbelievable person, let alone a player. unfortunate that it didn't quite work out for Connor at this football club, but it wasn't for not the want of trying. I never bring anyone here to fail, and unfortunately he's moved on, but I welcome Sean Shields and Idris Kanu, who I think are two very, very good players at this level. They're exciting, they're on the front foot, they're ball carriers, they break with pace and they have quality. So I'm thankful that the chairman's backed me. The business has not stopped yet. We are in the market for another one, potentially two, and that's hopeful we can get that done prior to playing tomorrow. If we do, brilliant. If we don't, then we're gearing up for the FA Trophy with hopefully one or two additions to the squad that get wheeled out against Dagenham. But I want to wish them all the best of luck. I want to wish them a lovely period in terms of the time they spend here, but they know the rules, they work hard, they work as a collective, they won't go far wrong.
Idris Khan is obviously a player who a couple of years ago was one of the most exciting prospects at this level, and then obviously got his move to the Football League.
I remember him really, really clearly when we played Aldershot away, and he's carried the ball 80 yards and then gone and got his goal. And if he can offer that up for me and this football club and his teammates, I'll be very excited about the prospects he is. He's now in a period where he needs to go and play games of football. We went to Port Vale and obviously didn't work out for him, unfortunately, and that's our gain and their loss. Peterborough and Barry Fry have been fantastic. The relationship my chairman's got with Barry Fry is unbelievable, because the deal was done within a matter of minutes, so it shows the level of where they're at in terms of dealing with two football clubs. And yeah, I'm excited because he is a talent. He's a good talent. I've had him in today, and you see glimpses of why he got the move to Peterborough. He has ideas of going back to Peterborough come pre-season and forging a career there. Brilliant. I hope he does, because then if we can give him a platform and he goes and delivers for us week in, week out, then hopefully he can start his Peterborough career come 2019-2020 season.
Obviously Sean Shields is a very experienced winger at this level, and we know exactly what he can offer up.
He's, I know Darren Marr very well, and he used to speak so highly of him, and obviously when you're a manager you play against him maybe twice, possibly 3 times a season, depending if they're on loan or you play him in the cups, and yeah, you see he's got unbelievable ability, unbelievable quality. I've just had him in the building for an hour and a half, and I'm salivating because of what he can deliver up. His quality is superb. He's a threat when he lands on it. He can go right or left, and he must be 100, 150 games deep at this level, and that shows an experience of where we're at regards to signing him. And he's coming in to again want to progress, whether that's at this football club or away from here. I'm quite happy that he has the mindset of wanting to progress at this football club with me, with the teammates, with the personnel we have here. And like I said about Idris, we'll give him a platform. As long as he works hard, delivers on that, and listens to the structure out of possession, I know what he can offer up when he's in possession.